What's up, viewers? Football Fanatic 27 back with another video. So we just had the first half of the knockout stages, the round 16 for the FIFA Women's World Cup. And let me tell you, it's been amazing, but as you know from my last video, I made predictions on the score, so I've been way off, really. So let's get into the games that happened. So first, we had Switzerland versus Spain, and Spain, after that 4-0 loss they had to Japan, we're waking up. We're not letting this result affect us. We are coming into this next game. We're gonna win it, and they won it real good. They won 5-1 against Switzerland. The only goal that Switzerland scored was an own goal, but still the fact that Spain literally came out into this game to win it. And I mean, looking at their team, they're coming back in as one of the best teams at this World Cup, and since they qualified, this is the first time in their history that they qualified for the quarterfinals. So we'll see how far they go, and that brings us to our next game. We got Japan versus Norway. Coming into this game, I knew Japan was gonna win it. Their team has been amazing this year, and I mean, I predicted that Japan was gonna score 3-0 and win it by that. I was wrong, however. Norway did end up scoring a goal, but it doesn't matter because I got 3 goals for Japan. I was right. They were going to score 3 goals, and it just ended up being scoring an own goal against Norway, and then Reiten scoring a goal to tie it up for Norway. I mean, it was a pretty decent close match in the first half. So I mean, I was glad it was a close game, but in the second half, Japan just came out. Shimizu scored a goal. There was a little deflection on there. It was a bad clearance by the Norwegian defender, and Japan ended up taking the lead. And then Miyazawa, she's now the Golden Boot leader right now, 5 goals right now, and she scored a remarkable goal. It was a great assist to her, and I mean, Japan ended up winning 3-1. Norway came close. There was one point where they almost scored a goal near the end of the game, but the Japanese keeper, she just one-handed it and just kept the ball out, and Japan ended up advancing to the next round, they knocked out one of the former champions, and Japan is now into the quarterfinals, so we'll see how it goes. And now, last 2 matches here to review. Netherlands versus South Africa. And may I say, this was the best match out of these 4 matches that I'm reviewing, just because of how South Africa played. Despite losing 2-0, it was not a bad game. I mean, South Africa came close so many times. The Dutch keeper, she just stayed as the wall. She just kept blocking them. South Africa came close, and I'm just gonna say, Bayana, this was amazing. The performance was amazing. Getting out of the group stage, where I'm sure a lot of people didn't expect you to. I mean, I was happy you did, and you gave Netherlands a good game. All your games were close ones. You gave Sweden a hard time too, but in the end, Netherlands ended up going through. They'll be facing Spain. That's going to be a good one. I honestly believe Spain's going to win it. I just feel like they have more of the talent for this, so we'll see how it goes. But South Africa, they can hold their heads high. You girls did amazing. So we'll see what holds next for us. And now on to the last match. We have Sweden versus USA. I watched this game with both my parents, and may I say, this was an insane game. USA came out as the better team here. They had so many chances, but Musovic, Sweden's keeper, she was on fire today. I didn't check who's the player of the match is, but she deserves the player of the match. She made amazing saves, and I don't know what to say. USA, they really came out in this game. I mean, they were the better teams. I don't know what happened with Sweden. It just seemed the passing just wasn't there. The counter-attack, it wasn't there for Sweden. They still did good, but USA just had more opportunities. They couldn't put them away, and in the end, it had to go to penalties. And may I say that this was one of the most insane penalty shootouts I've seen. Sweden ended up winning 5-4 on penalties, knocking out the current the current champions, and this is the first time in history that the US WNT has not made it to either third or higher. This is the first time in the history that they haven't made it to the semifinals. But the penalty shootout was insane. Like, USA almost won. There were so many misses. Like, I mean, there was one penalty block by Listenair, and I mean, so many of the other misses just went over the bar or one just hit. Like, it was just insane. But Hertig ended up scoring the final penalty in sudden death, but it was blocked, but then VAR checked it, and literally just a fraction of it went over the line. The whole ball was over, it was just barely over it, all of it, and Sweden ended up winning, and they're going on to the quarterfinals to face Japan. Let me know what you guys think of the game. Like, I mean, I believe that Japan's gonna win it against Sweden. I just feel like Japan's the better team. But please let me know what you all thought of it in the games. Please let me know your thoughts of them in the comments below. Leave a comment if you like. But that's it for this video. I'm excited for these last matches, but I will see you all in the next video.